E-commerce is the greatest business opportunity of our generation. What is up, people? Welcome to the 100th full episode of the Ecom Unlimited podcast. It's your boy Kaj here with my co-host Josh.
What's going on, everybody? Are you excited? Episode 100, baby. I can't believe it.
We just wanted to say a big, heartfelt thank you to anyone who has listened to one episode, or if you've listened to every episode, especially if you've come up to us at an event and told us that you listened to episodes and have gotten value. We seriously appreciate you guys trusting us with your attention, enjoying listening to it, and it's still crazy to us that we are podcast hosts that have recorded 100 episodes. I don't think when we first got into Amazon, this is where we thought we'd end up, but we're very, very excited about it.
Yep, 100 episodes is crazy. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a giveaway, guys, because it is the holiday season as well.
Yes. So we're recording this in November, but I believe the plan is for this to release on December 1st. And part of that thank you is we want it to be more than just words. We do actually want to just give some stuff away to you guys. So Josh, you want me to explain the raffle or you want to explain the raffle?
I'll explain a little bit. Guys, there's no better way to offer you guys value than a giveaway on a podcast that talks about Amazon than to give away some Amazon gift cards, guys. So we're giving $250 worth of gift cards away.
Now, I wanted to quickly shout out the sponsor of today's episode. That is SellerSnap. They are our repricer of choice that is based on AI and game theory, and they are hands down the most powerful repricer on the market. They avoid price tanking, help you stay in the buy box longer, as well as increase your profits. Pricing on Amazon is one of the most important levers you can pull that directly impacts your bottom line. So if you do not have a good repricer, it is actually losing you money. Now, if you want to try out SellerSnap, you can get a free 15-day trial as well as 10% off your first 3 months using the code Robinson at checkout or by clicking the link in the description. SellerSnap also recently came out with some new features called Data Hub that gives you competitor analysis as well as profitability analytics, and they also have some new introductory pricing offers. So guys, I highly, highly recommend that you try out SellerSnap if you're not already using them, and also book a free onboarding call with their team to learn how to best use the tool. With that, let's get back to the episode.
And how it's going to work is there's going to be one $100 gift card, one $75 gift card, $150 and $125. So on our next episode, what we're going to do is, me and Kaj, we love competition. You guys know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick 4 winners, and we're going to label them 1 through 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to do kind of like a bracket style. So we're going to pick 4 winners. 2 are going to be on one side of the bracket. The other 2 are going to be on the other 2. And you are going to fight your way into that potentially the top spot, or you're going to lose your way all the way down to 4th, unfortunately. So we're going to be excited. We're going to go through the ups and downs of that. And we're going to do it on our next episode following this one. So how you guys want to participate is comment how long you guys have been listening to the podcast. That's all you have to do. And that's on any platform, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, okay? And we're going to compile everybody's username into a database, select our 4 winners. And when we select our 4 winners, we will run the bracket on the next episode. So guys, make sure to comment. Please comment, especially if you're a longtime listener. We want to, give our good gifts this year in the year of December, on the year of 2025. We want to supply you guys with some nice gifts for December. Okay. So make sure to do that. We're going to be super excited to give this away. And we hope you guys comment. Okay. Yep, go ahead, Kosh.
I was just saying, once again, all you got to do is comment to enter into the raffle. Comment on Spotify, YouTube, or Apple. And then on the next episode, we'll have a segment where we run that raffle live and then do the bracket. And you guys will get to see who wins along with us.
Yeah.
And
So that would be super
dates for
exciting.
this is very important. So this episode is
Yes.
dropping on Monday the 1st. You have until that upcoming Friday, the 5th at noon. You
Yeah.
have until Friday the 5th at noon Eastern time. So if you're a West Coast person and you like to leave things to the last minute, make sure you're getting up before 9 o'clock. All right. And then me and Josh will record that segment, pick the winners, and then we'll get in contact with you to make sure you get the gift card.
Yeah. And then we also want to talk about today what it's like to actually record a podcast for 100 episodes. Me and Kaj have been doing this obviously for a while now. And so we wanted to give you guys a little bit of an insight, what it's like, kind of take you behind the curtain of some of the metrics that we have, at least from YouTube, which are pretty cool, and kind of potentially inspire you guys if you guys want to start your own podcast. So let's start off with some metrics here, Kaj. Oh, I didn't copy them in. So I'm going to
Oh,
start with
okay,
the
okay,
YouTube
never mind.
metrics.
I wasn't sure if
That's
I
my
was supposed to
fault.
say that. That's funny. No, so I
No,
got
no,
some
no.
of them here. So
Okay.
we've had about 2,800 watch time hours, which equates to 116 days of people listening to the podcast cumulatively, which is crazy. Because, guys, I'm sure if you've been listening to this podcast, like we're not like a major podcast player.
No.
We have, you people who listen consistently, and we're very grateful for that, but we're not like getting thousands and thousands of views every episode. So our numbers aren't anything crazy, but it's still wild to think about how many hours you guys have collectively spent listening to me and Josh talk.
Yeah. It's kind of
So
crazy that,
almost 3,000 watch time hours, 90,000 views across the episodes and the short form content associated with it, which is just insane to us.
yeah, super cool. It's nice to see that, people are, listening to the shows and enjoying it, obviously, with the amount of watch time and the amount of subscribers too. We passed 1K subscribers, which sounds terrible for 100 episodes, and it probably is terrible for 100 episodes, but honestly, me and Kaja just kind of do this for fun. We love to network and interact with other sellers on the Amazon platform, and in front of you guys. So it's more of a us thing, and we love to share what we like to do. And so I'm glad that you guys are keeping up with us and our story as well. So it's pretty cool. Kosh, what are some key takeaways that, recording 100 episodes, what do you got here in terms of key takeaways?
So I think my key takeaway, one, the networking. I didn't think about that being a huge benefit when going into a podcast, but there's so many people that we've had conversations with that I just genuinely want to talk to. That, not to say it's like I couldn't DM them and we could set up a phone call, but it is honestly just cooler and more fun to do it in a podcast setting. So we've been able to talk to a lot of people that we probably wouldn't have talked to otherwise. And that also allows us to learn too. Obviously, we could listen to those people on someone else's podcast, but when you're getting to ask the questions that you actually want to ask, I mean, we're learning just as much as you guys are learning along this journey with us. The other thing that I just thought of is the documentation as well. I think
Mm.
for you and me, we're almost 2 full years into the podcast, and we can remember a lot of those things that happened. But I'm even thinking like, years down the road, going back to episode 1 and being like, oh my gosh, where do we, like, even our episode 1, we
Yeah.
were still 50-50 OA wholesale
Yeah.
at that time. Now there's so much has changed. We're 100% brand direct, and just thinking about all those, different stages of the business. So it's also really cool for documentation. It is kind of a way to journal our journey, even though it
Yeah.
involves interviewing other guests as well. Um, and yeah, I think those are probably my main takeaways just from doing the podcast. And I do think both of us enjoyed as well. So it is just fun.
Yeah. It's super fun. And it's like a little bit, it's not super hardcore either. So it's like,
Yeah.
we're going to ask basic questions, but, we can kind of drive what we want to learn and what we want to do. And I kind of like that aspect of it. And it's like, I always kind of tell myself, record like no one's listening if you're going to start a podcast. Don't get caught up in the weeds of, being perfect. And just block out all the noise of what people are saying, in my opinion, because ultimately, like, doing this podcast is is for us. And honestly, sometimes I forget about it. Like we'll go to an event, be like, oh, I listen to your podcast. I'm like, oh my gosh, people actually listen to it. Like that's awesome. Like I'm happy that they're finding value. Like it's kind of crazy to me that, you know, people do keep up with us and people like listening to us and it's fun for us to do. And even like we went like 6 months with like no sponsorship, not that we ever did it for a sponsor or anything, but you know, having Seller Snap, gosh, there's so many like S's for these softwares. I kind of get scrabbled every once in a while. But Seller Snap coming in and sponsoring us, it's very cool and it's very kind of a little bit rewarding, especially you know being on episode 100. So yeah, that's kind of what's exciting for me, and I'm excited to do this in the future as we learn and expand on who we talk to. Again, it is an Ecom Unlimited podcast, and we have stuck with Amazon for a while, but I got a feeling we might start to expand the horizon soon, and I'm excited for that.
Yep. I was actually thinking the same thing too. I think 2026 we'll branch out a little bit in terms of guest outreach. Because I think a lot of the guests that we've had have been people within our network that we just want to talk to. But
Yeah.
there are a lot of people now, like the longer I've been in the space and have just been observing different people who might not even necessarily be in e-commerce or just in e-commerce, but not Amazon first people that I genuinely just want to talk to. So I think it'll be cool to start branching out and having unique conversations just to keep it fresh.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, guys, remember, please comment. We want to give these gift cards away, so make sure, don't forget to comment for the raffle. All right. Just all you got to do is comment how long you've been watching the podcast. We are excited to go through all of those and hopefully we pick a really good winner. We're very excited. And, you know, I'm glad that again, just going off of the appreciation for you guys listening, I want to say thank you guys so much. Me and Kaj love to always hear from you guys at events. So always come up, say hi. Don't feel free. We're never going to shy anybody away. And ultimately, we're excited for also questions too. So if you have any questions on what you guys want to learn, make sure to comment below. And if you're on YouTube, make sure to also comment because that's also important. But guys, remember to follow the podcast if you want to stay updated on all of our new content, and we will see you on the next one.